Oh, yeah, it's that time again. It's week 9, everybody. So, hopefully, if you went ahead and did what we said, week 8 went pretty dang good for you. So, we are here, another episode. My man, Snipes. What's up, baby? How you been?
What's up, man? We
Just
out
down
here.
this good W.
Yes, sir.
I'll use a green
Another.
bottle. It doesn't work good with the virtual background. I'm going to have to use a different color. It don't work out well. Yeah, so we're gonna have Big Mick, Big Lipper joining us here in a little bit. He's got a real job, like the rest of us bums out here. So, man, we had some more injuries. Had some more of them. But before we get into that, let's not start off on a bad note. Let's start off on a high note. All right, so we got some topics we're going to talk about tonight. Okay, we're going to be talking about some mid-season fantasy MVPs. Okay. And we're going to be talking about our biggest risers and fallers up to this point, whether that be dynasty or in redraft. We can discuss either one. Also, um, we are going to be talking about offensive rookie of the year to this point. Okay, here at starting week 9, we're officially like halfway through the fantasy football season. All right, so everybody, hey, we made it. All right, we're halfway there. Hopefully, you're sitting at maybe 1 loss, 2 loss. You'd be undefeated using Kingmaker Sports Info. I'll tell you that much. Listening to Snipes over here, he's got all the good takes. And then we're going to be looking at best late round draft picks that have worked out for us. So I know that's something that we kind of take pride in here on Kingmaker Sports. Is we take pride in the draft. We take pride in the scouting, watching all the film, staying up to date with all the news, the training camp, all that stuff like that. Trying to go to the training camps and see what's gonna be going on. They're not telling you out there in the Twitter world and everything like that. So I don't think that you're gonna have much issues if you subscribe to Kingmaker Sports. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and first off, dude, I'm sorry, I gotta hit it. Cam Scatterboo, man,
Oh
your
no.
boy. You've been talking about him all season.
And the sad thing is it wasn't even a head injury, man.
Yeah,
Like it wasn't even like an impact injury. It was like some fucking goofy shit. And I'm like so sad because that's nowhere near what we wanted to see happen. He's gone for the rest of the season. And it's just sad, man. Like the kid had a great head of steam. The whole franchise was behind him. Like the fan base was behind him, and it now it comes to a screeching halt. And I guess we're back on the Tyrone train, man.
yeah. I mean, go pick up Tyron Tracy.
Yeah,
So he's
Boilermaker himself, dude.
yeah, he's somebody that we're going to be talking about a little bit later on in our waivers. Um, so let's talk about the high notes. All right, midseason fantasy MVP. So who I got a couple candidates here, and tell me if you disagree with any of them. If you agree with them, whatever. We'll talk about it. That's a good thing about this. We don't have to have the same opinions. We can form our own here. So first, I want to start off with Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, I
What do you
mean,
think about Christian McCaffrey?
just him not being injured is a feat in its own self. So, hats off to him. Like the whole offense around him has been hurt, and he's the lone guy that's not been hurt. Which
I don't
is
think anybody's expected McCaffrey to be healthy to this point.
no, and if you drafted him in the first round, you're feeling good, man. It's
but
crazy.
but are you counting down the minutes to like every hit? You're like, oh, is this the one?
I mean, shit, he's made it this far. Now
Let him
we
run it,
all
man.
thought that he'd be out in week 2. So, I mean, I hats off to him. He's looked great. He's came back to form. Everybody counted him out, said, "Oh, he's not worth a first round pick," and he showed that he still is, man. And especially when there's no there's no weapons in that offense to go to other than him. So I
Yeah.
mean, like,
George Kittle was out for a handful of weeks.
yeah,
Jennings was out.
Jennings out, Ayuk's
Paul,
out,
yeah, I mean, he's the only guy there.
out.
He's like last man standing. Even
Everybody,
the dang quarterback's out.
everybody's out, dude. It's just sad. I'm like, what the heck, dude? But
Yeah,
yeah,
he's looking real good.
I agree. He looks great. You know, he's cashed out at your first or second round investment that you put into him. So
Yeah.
hats off to him for sure.
Yeah, you're real happy if you have Christian McCaffrey.
Oh,
Next midseason fantasy MVP. I want to give a shout out to Jackson Smith and Jigba.
yeah, dude.
Saw a stat where he's, as far as receiving yards, like he was on bye week last week and he's still over 100 yards ahead of the next guy.
Yeah.
So I feel like that deserves like some midseason fantasy MVP shout out, some consideration.
Yeah, he looked phenomenal. You know, without a doubt, he has looked absolutely phenomenal. So yeah, I don't disagree there.
But man, okay, so this isn't a homer pick. All right. I've talked to a handful of people about this because I didn't want it to sound like a homer pick. I know everybody out there, y'all know, okay, look, I'm a Colts fan. But
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor, bro.
Yeah, and there's nothing to be said there. You know, like nobody can argue you. He's had the most touchdowns that have been seen in like years, dude. Like, if not ever. This dude has been like just a touchdown machine. He has like what, fucking 3-4 games of like 3 touchdowns or more. I'm like, this is
what he's
insane.
doing. He's on some Hall of Fame numbers right now.
Yeah.
Let me tell you these numbers real quick for Jonathan Taylor, okay?
Yeah.
On 143 carries, he's got 850 yards.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, that's pretty much one game away from 1,000-yard season, and it's week 8. On 12, that's a 1 and a 2. That's a 10 plus 2. All right, that's 12 touchdowns on the ground, but through the air. Now look, he's not a Christian McCaffrey type running back as far as catching the ball. 27 targets. He's caught 25 of them.
Yep.
That's phenomenal for 206 yards and 2 touchdowns. So not only does he get it done on the ground, he's getting it done through the air.
14 total touchdowns, dude. That's crazy. That's crazy numbers.
Yeah.
Now's the time for a great take of like next season he's going to have touchdown regression. You know, start in on that whole ramble. You know, oh, he's going to have touchdown regression and all this other crazy stuff. There's no way he's going to hit those numbers again, you know?
Yeah.
But no, he's been outstanding, without a doubt. He probably is my front runner right now for offensive player of the year, MVP, the whole 9. You know, dude's been absolutely outstanding.
Brandon Hallam says his tech. I guess, are you a Texans fan, Brandon? I actually, man, you've been a mainstay on this show, dude. I don't even know what team you're for, but Texans got a W on Sunday. Well, you know what? We got a W right here today.
Yes, sir.
So that's a perfect segue. Thank you, Brandon. So, Kingmaker Sports, we've partnered with W Energy. So if you are looking to get away from all the energy like canned drinks with all the chemicals in it and stuff like that, and just make your guts not feel great. I know I was bad about that, man. I was a Monster guy, C4 guy. I drank Rain, Bang, like all that stuff, and like it worked for a little bit, but then like your guts just they start hurting after a while. I've been drinking W past couple weeks, and I haven't felt any issues at all, dude. Like I feel good and clean energy. I mean, it's a powder, so and it just comes in a nice, convenient tub like this with a nice little scoop. You get you a W bottle, and you're good to go. If you want to try it out, you want to feel a little better, a little cleaner. It's using coffee fruit extract, so it's not loaded with a whole bunch of chemicals and everything. This is like a natural thing, so that's why I like it. And just helps me feel a little better. But if you want to try it out, go to w.gg and get you some. Use code Kingmaker, 10% off, and that'll let them know that the boys over at Kingmaker Sports sent you that way, and you can enjoy and you can go get your W. So next, so I think we can kind of say that. I think we can kind of say that Jonathan Taylor is going to be our mid-season fantasy MVP, but we can always get. Let's get we got Big Mick Lipper coming in the studio here, so let's get your insight on this, brother. We're talking about mid-season fantasy MVP. Okay, we talked about Christian McCaffrey, Jackson Smith and Jigba, and also Jonathan Taylor. So with the seasons that they have had. So obviously we know what we got with CMC. When CMC's on the field, he's one of the best, right? When he's healthy, something that he hasn't been in a while. You're always like, you take him in the first round, and then after that, it's just kind of ticking time bomb. When is he going to get hurt, right? So for midseason fantasy MVP, what are you thinking there? All right, so Jonathan Taylor is going to be our midseason fantasy MVP. So at the midway point, now we will revisit this at come into the season, the last week of the fantasy season. We will look at who is going to be our fantasy MVP. So next, since we're on the whole MVP honors, all that stuff like that train, let's go ahead and shift over to offensive rookie of the year. We don't give a rip about defense because it's fantasy football, right? You start a whole defense, not a person. So we're not even going to worry about that. So offensive rookie of the year. I don't know. I feel like this is really just two guys, but there's a couple names that I feel like we have to throw out there. Obviously, one would have been in serious talks if he wouldn't have gotten hurt this Sunday.
Yeah.
So what are you guys saying? Let's give me one candidate from each of us for offensive rookie of the year.
I think you know who my candidate is, and it's definitely going to be Emeka Egbuka. Dude has been lights out, playing through injury, still looking like a stud. He's as advertised, man. And getting him late in the first round has felt nothing better.
Yeah. Man, the only thing that sucks for Cam, man, is he had surgery today. And dude, he's probably done for a while.
Yeah,
the Giants aren't in a position to make a playoff run, so they really shouldn't rush him, man.
No, absolutely not.
So he definitely would have been a for real candidate, especially with all the hype he's getting. Because like there's memes like crazy out there right now about this guy. He's taking over the internet. But he would have been for sure a candidate for me. But with this injury, I think that kind of takes him out of the running. Kind of how Carson Wentz got hurt his year when he was pretty much the MVP front runner. So I think he got robbed on that. Like, because he got hurt like right at the end of the season too. But Big Lipper, what you got, brother? Welcome to the show. I was telling everybody out there that you had you're the only one who's got a real job between three of us, so you had things to do.
Try having kids. Well, actually, I don't know if Slayton has kids, but I know Justin has kids.
Got me a deuce.
Nope.
Solo man.
Hey, right, I love my kids, bro. 13 and 10, those are the right ages, man. Because they can make their own breakfast. They ain't got to wake mommy and daddy up in the morning. It is nice. So one day you will get there, Mick. I promise, and you're going to love it.
All right, so I'm going to go with Tyler Warren. I mean, he was. Did you guys say Tyler Warren yet?
No, sir. We just got done doing our midseason fantasy MVP. Jonathan Taylor won that one, just because.
Okay. So we're on offensive rookie of the year. So yeah, Tyler Warren for sure. I think Emeka Egbuka is for sure the first favorite, of course, but then Tyler Warren, who people are drafting in the 9th, 10th round of redraft leagues this year, is basically the new tight end. I don't know, tight end 1, 2, or 3 in Dynasty, and he's a top tight end in redraft. And you were taking him as your first bench spot, as your bench tight end, not even as your starter. You were taking guys like Njoku and stuff before him, and then this guy comes in and he does what he did in college. He's doing everything. He's getting wraparounds. He's even playing quarterback. But it seems like most of anything, they're scheming up plays for him more than any tight end you've seen. Like Kelsey can do his little thing in the middle and sit in zones and stuff. But Tyler Warren, they're absolutely creating plays for this guy because they invested first-round capital in him. And he's shown why he was one of the best college tight ends I've ever witnessed in my lifetime.
Yeah, I mean, as much hype as Colson Loveland was getting and stuff like that last year, dude, Tyler Warren, he's on another level. I mean, as a Colts fan, like I thank the Bears every day. Like myself and Jeff, like we've been saying this since day one. Like, thank you, Bears, for taking Colson Loveland because, dude, Tyler Warren is as advertised. And
I totally agree. And we need to stick to our priors, gentlemen, because during our draft analysis, everyone had Tyler Warren tight end 1, and then out of nowhere, Ben Johnson drafts freaking Colston Loveland, and then he goes crazy and he's 101 in tight end premium, or he jumps Tyler Warren, to whereas situations change, but talent doesn't. And Colston Loveland was shown that he didn't have any yak ability. He was a completely overrated prospect. They were blowing him up out of proportion. When we had Tyler Warren right in front of our hands and faces the entire time, the dude was absolutely legit in college. So let's remember, stick to our priors because this dude is smashing as a rookie in year 1.
Yeah. So my offensive rookie of the year candidate is going to be Emeka Egbuka, because Emeka Egbuka came into a situation where crowded wide receiver room. Nobody thought he was gonna do anything in his rookie year, for good reason. I mean, Mike Evans and Chris Godwin and that whole Bucs offense just rolled last year. Mike Evans just doing his thing, multiple 1,000-yard consecutive seasons and all that. But as we see, anything can happen in the NFL, and Chris Godwin's missing time with injuries. Mike Evans is missing time with injuries, who he's currently on IR right now. Bucky Irving missing time with injuries. So all your major pass catchers were missing time, and boom, who did you draft? Emeka Egbuka. Somebody that people like us dynasty heads over here who've been following him since he was a freshman at Ohio State in another loaded wide receiver room at Ohio State. And what'd he do? He still shined. He still performed, even with the likes of Garrett Wilson, Marvin Harrison Jr., Jackson Smith, and Jigba. I mean, these are top names, gentlemen. And Emeka Egbuka still out there putting up numbers. So here he is now. What's up?
Still showed.
Yeah. So here he is now where it's the Egbuka show, and he is not disappointing. I mean, to the tune of 562 yards and 5 touchdowns as a rookie. But I gotta agree with you here, Mick, as far as offensive rookie of the year. Tyler Warren, bro, he has been proved to be the most valuable asset on that offense outside of the Jonathan Taylor, because you can't guard the guy. You put a linebacker on him, he's going to burn you. You put a corner or a safety on him, he's going to body you. So, I mean, dude, Tyler Warren's got 492 yards, 3 touchdowns through the air, and he's lined up 4 times in the backfield. Yeah, it's only for 6 yards, but he got a touchdown out of it. Like these are all like red zone like carries. I want that.
Consistent. Consistency is a hard thing to come by in fantasy football, and I have him on a couple teams in redraft, and he is just in my lineup. I know, just plug and play, no sweat. He's consistent. Fingers crossed he's staying healthy, and that's what you have to love by somebody.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go. I mean, I think I guess we got 2 out of 3. I don't know. Snipes, what's your official vote on the offensive rookie of the year? You sticking with your boy Scatabo?
No, Emeka Egbuka, 100%.
Emeka Egbuka? Okay. See, that's a tough one, man, because for me right now, it's them two.
Mentions out here. I mean, Judkins,
There's a
hype there.
Yeah.
I mean, looked phenomenal. And let's not forget about Aronde Gadsden, man.
Well, the only reason I didn't put Gadsden, now this is up to this point. Okay, this is up to this point, halfway through. The only reason I didn't put Gatson is because he had kind of a slow first 3 or 4 weeks. But as we talked about, week 3, week 4 you started to see those targets go up and up, and now here we are. Here it is, going into week 9, and Gatson is almost a must start if you don't have a better option at tight end. I mean, how can you argue that you shouldn't put him in your lineup? So, was it Dustin Wells? What's up, fellas? Someone dropped Benson. How much fab should I put to scoop him up? Thanks.
What
how much does
look like? First of all,
yes.
And how much fab do you have left?
Yes. I would think that's pretty prominent, though. If someone's dropping Benson, he's kind of out of sight, out of mind right now. They dropped Michael Carter, signed him to the practice squad already. So they're preparing for Benson to come back pretty soon. They like Bam Knight, but I think once Benson comes back, he's going to go right into
Benson's the guy.
He's going to go right into having that freaking backfield again. So
yeah, he doesn't have to learn a thing. I mean, he just slides right back in that starting job.
At this point, I would spend, I don't know. It depends on how much you have left. I wouldn't drop the whole piggy bank on him because you still need to have some fab in case someone goes down. Like if Kyron goes down and you have Corum on waivers or something. But I think Benson's a pretty good addition that you'd be able to slot into a flex on these 4-team bye weeks this week and next week.
Yeah, I mean, with James Conner not coming back, right? And Bam Knight's pretty much going to be your only competition in the backfield, which, I mean, he showed he was serviceable. But Trey Benson has all the traits that you want in a running back. He just was behind James Conner, who was just doing really good. Nobody expected James Conner to be healthy the past couple of years, and here we are. Percentage-wise, I'd probably say because if Trey Benson does blow up, and the running back position is hard to find depth at, especially this late in the season, once people have been, hitting waivers and stuff like that, especially if you've been watching this show. We've been hooking you up with all the good waiver ads. I'd probably go 25% on Trey Benson.
Yeah, I was
just because of the position,
What were you
because
thinking,
if that
Clayton?
hits,
I was thinking 20 to 25 as well, but at the same time, like if you're loaded at running back, there's no really reason to throw 20% of your fab. But we are talking about the Arizona Cardinals here. It's not like it was a prime time running back with a whole bunch of yards that we're getting. It's a struggling offense with a weak offensive line and a defense that's mediocre. So, at the end of the day, yeah, I would be interested, but not at a huge price. You know what I'm saying?
that's fair.
But at the same time, if you have a bunch of fab late in the season like this and you're needing a home run hit, and you're desperate on running back, I wouldn't mind throwing, 35, 40% at it, It just depends on where you're
You
at.
need running back, yeah. You spend up.
It just really depends on where you're at as far as your running back room, how much fab you have, and that type of stuff compared to what the rest of your league looks like.
Yeah, I mean, because you got to think with the bye weeks we have this week, you're missing some pretty decent running backs here. You're missing a Quinshon Judkins, you're missing a Breece Hall, you're missing a Saquon Barkley, and you're missing whatever Buccaneers running back you want to play. You're missing those guys. So 3 of those names are starters right now: Quinshon Judkins, Breece Hall, and Saquon Barkley.
But he's not starting this week, so I mean, it's not different.
I mean, go. You talking about no. Trey Benson's on IR. You're right. But with him still on IR, he's being overlooked 100%.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
everybody's
so
sleeping on him because they got.
You might get away with throwing just a little bit out there, and see what you get. But
I would do my number. My number is 35 to 40% because I think he is going to have a good floor. He's going to be putting up 10 to 15 points once he gets back in the lineup, and that's pretty good for a flex position and a backup RB.
71 left. My RBs are Barkley, Dobbins, Etienne, and Woody. Well, you're
See,
good. You're doing good with Woody Marks. I don't know who you got that information from. Hopefully, you got it from us, man, because we were talking about how good Woody Marks is.
I'd have him.
Dobbins,
I'd probably be starting Benson over Etienne and Woody though once he's fully healthy. But that's close. It's going to depend on matchup. So he'd slot into your RB3 on your roster ish. So I think it's not a bad idea to add him. Like I would try to add him. It's not going to be bad. He's going to be back soon. It was just a meniscus too.
I think there's only one of these guys that still has a bye left on his team as well. I think it's Dobbins, and that's it. Dobbins has got like a week 14 bye, but Barkley's already gone through bye, Etienne's already gone through bye, and Woody's already gone through bye. So, I mean,
Yeah.
he's not going to be in bye week hell by any means, but at the same time, to have that asset in your back pocket as well to be able to flex is always a nice option there, depending on defense and that type of stuff.
Heck yeah. No, Dustin, that's great questions. Thank you for that. If you're not a subscriber yet, go ahead and do that. If you see down at the bottom on the banner, we've got once we hit 200, we're giving away a free jersey, doing a random drawing, announcing that here on the show. So make sure you're subscribed to be entered for a chance to win that jersey. Next, so we talked about bye weeks. No really need to hit on that. Again, Browns, Jets, Eagles, Bucks. But so that leads us into our next segment here. All right, best late round draft picks, and I went ahead and let's go after round 9 because I'm actually surprised. I did some digging and looked at a couple drafts. I was pretty surprised who you could have gotten at after round 9 or in round 9 and beyond. So how about let's start at the bottom of the list first and we'll go to the top. There's really no particular order here. There's just some names. So one, not a sexy name, but somebody who's been producing, and that's Jake Ferguson, tight end for the Dallas Cowboys. So if you waited and you got Jake Ferguson, you're looking pretty good.
Jake Ferguson, one of my favorite tight ends to grab this year. So I'm about that.
Well, that Dallas offense always runs around the tight end as well. I mean, you saw what Dalton Schultz did when he was there. It just always, I think they're just spoiled, because they had Jason Witten for all them years. So they're trying to, they want that next Jason Witten. They keep chasing that next Witten. But all right, next name is J.K. Dobbins.
Mm-hmm.
So J.K. Dobbins is somebody that everybody actually counted out and was high on R.J. Harvey, which R.J. Harvey's not bad. We like R.J. Harvey here on Kingmaker Sports. But J.K. Dobbins, we just see that Sean Payton just likes the veterans. So I don't think it's anything to do with R.J. Harvey.
J.K. Dobbins is the better running back right now between the two. So he's averaging more yards per carry. He can pick up blitz packages. He's the guy that's going to do the right thing on the field, and he looks freaking good. And we all know that he's always been good. We all have the new shiny toy with R.J. Harvey, but you get old reliable in J.K. Dobbins, and he is a freaking steal.
Yeah. You and I have been just lovers of J.K. Dobbins from day one, and I'm the fanboy in me is the truther for sure is definitely liking what he's doing. So, no shade on R.J. Harvey, but let's go Dobbins. Baby.
Hey, we got like 2 more weeks. Live it up, and then he's gonna get hurt.
Hey man, come on! Why do you got to put that out there like that?
You
know what?
Show's
over.
This man gets hurt.
Don't say that. Don't say that. What do you think about a 26 first, 27 first? Okay, so we're starting off hot. Okay, wow, we're throwing around first rounders. Okay, let me start over. This has got me.
This trade just happened in my dynasty league that I commissioned, and it was 2 firsts and a second for James Cook and Jamison Williams. So the team that sold Cook and Jamison Williams was somewhat of a contender. He was like middle of the pack, but he was kind of fraudulent on his QBs with Fields and Rodgers.
Oh, okay.
and A-Rich. So his team didn't do good, and it's time for him to rebuild. So I like this. I think it's a good trade for both parties. The party that received James Cook and JMO is a contender. He's in second place in his division. So I think it's a good trade for both parties. I think it is an extreme
This is a
sell
super
high.
flex league, correct?
Yes, it's an extreme sell high on James Cook because he basically got 2 firsts for James Cook is how I'm breaking it down, and then he gets that second for Jamison Williams.
I mean, he's second best running back in the league right now. I mean, so he's producing. Because Lord knows the Bills don't know how to pass the ball to a receiver.
Anytime you get 2 firsts for a freaking running back, though, that's not Bijan and Gibbs, like that is legit. That is good.
Yeah, because Jamison Williams, he's just a throw in this deal to me.
Me too.
But this is a good thing here, man. Like in the super flex league, depending on how he says the mid to late, I guess.
Yeah, they're all projected late. They're all projected late first. So I mean, I get it, but it's super flex, tight end premium. So
you can make some moves though. You got plenty of time.
It's never bad to have picks in the back pocket. I liked it for both sides.
First are always valuable.
Got freaking James Cook. Yeah, and then it's a good trade. I liked it. What do you think, Slayton?
Yeah, I'm definitely in on both of those players, to be honest with you. I personally would pay a first for Jamison Williams. I might be a little bit of a psychopath, but I wouldn't mind paying a first on him just because I see the talent. I know
all thoughts and opinions are that of the individual, and Kingmaker Sports does not.
Hey, you do you, dog. But no, I think that's a pretty even trade between the two of them. You're getting the hammer running back and then a nice depth play on wide receiver that is, boom or bust. Some weeks he has some great weeks and some weeks he's, middle of the pack. But at the same time, he's a young prospect on a number one, ranked offense that's been playing out of their minds. Well, not number one, but top 5 offense in the Lions.
We know who the number 1 offense is. Come on.
Dallas.
Bro, show some respect. Put some respect on there.
Dallas has got the number 1 offense.
Better shut your ass
up. But no, you're getting an asset that's on an awesome offense and is a young prospect. I wouldn't be out on giving a first for him. So to get the second on top of it, I'm definitely smashing that trade.
Hey. Heck yeah.
I think both sides. I think, I honestly, you probably could have gotten away with 2 firsts, but that's how I see it. But yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's an interesting trade. Anytime you're involving a first rounder or multiple first rounders, that's always interesting. So we just talked about J.K. Dobbins as being a 9th round and higher steal in redraft. Now let's look at next one, Quentin Johnston. So as of recent, the last week or two hasn't been great, but he was killing it for you beginning of the season. So you were, if you took him in those late rounds, you were probably feeling pretty good because you didn't take him to be a starting wide receiver.
No, not at all.
You probably didn't start him till week 3. And then after week 3, you had him for 2 fucking good games, and then he was.
Once you started to trust him a little bit,
yeah, right.
You're like, oh, when's the wheels gonna fall off?
No, you're right about that. I actually did that. I picked him up off waivers on 2 leagues. I didn't start him week 2, where he had another good game, and then I started him week 3, week 4, week 5. I think he had 2 good games within that span, so he kind of reaped the rewards a little bit, and then he got hurt and gave you a goose egg. So. But still, that's still pretty good for someone who you picked up that was on waivers for the most part.
Yeah, I think when we did our waivers show week 2, I mean he was pretty much a nobody. I want to say he was 14% or something like that, just off the top of my head. But yeah, I mean we were telling him go get him on waivers for a couple weeks in a row while he was putting up numbers, and then now people are holding him because he could boom again, but. He's playing them mind games with you right now. But anyways, if you drafted him, what's that?
I think Lad's back.
I mean, yeah, they need to. Lev McConkey he's the guy that they need to target in that offense. So next name, we're gonna talk about somebody that you really like. That's Tucker.
Oh yeah,
Tucker Kraft. Another tight end that was way overlooked. I think because the shiny toy, Matthew Golden, and all that stuff, like, bro, Tucker Kraft.
Tucker Kraft, dude. Out here looking like a stud this week, putting up numbers. Man,
Nasty.
he is cashed out. And, I can't even begin to tell you how many best ball leagues I have with the combination of, Jake Ferguson and Tucker and, some, just random third piece. Normally it's Jadavion Sanders or a Njoku or one of those other guys, but it's just been a phenomenal duo so far. And he's been probably my highest drafted tight end in all of my leagues as far as best ball, dynasty.
As far as shares go?
Yeah, I have probably years of him as my tight end.
Well, you were preaching Tucker Kraft, man, and hopefully they listened to you. You were big on Kraft.
It's a low investment that you didn't have to put an arm and a leg into, and now you're getting a tight end. What, top 5?
Yeah, he's destroying the stat lines right now. So if you we were preaching the tight ends. I was talking about Tyler Warren, and you were talking about Tucker Kraft, and Mick was talking about Aronde Gadsden. So this is the tight end show, bro. If you want tight ends, you need to come over and subscribe to Kingmaker Sports because we got the film study for you. We're gonna tell you all the stuff that all these other little BS shows out there that they want to play all these little funny clips and stuff like that. I ain't got time for that. We're watching film on this show. We're scouting. So yeah, Tucker Kraft, and what's crazy is he's attainable still. You can go get him because he's not, your big name guys. He's still kind of low key a little bit, but you got to go get him now.
Without a doubt.
And all right, so next one is Quinshon Judkins. Okay, Quinshon Judkins was going low because he had some legal issues and he wasn't signed to a contract during training camp. So he didn't get any run with the offense because we knew he was coming in. He was going to be RB1. There was no doubt about it in anybody's mind. He was coming in to be RB1 from day one as a rookie. So Quinshon Judkins, if you took him late, now you have a bona fide starter.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, so another name, Michael Pittman Jr. Nobody saw the Colts doing good. Nobody. All right. Even on the show that I'm on, Unstable with Jeff, bro, we didn't think that this season was going to be that great. I mean, I was projecting a 500 season, but here we are, 7-1. I'll take it all day long and every Sunday. Michael Pittman Jr. is looking pretty good for you, man. Y'all.
There's a post.
Y'all think that's a good one or what?
Yeah, that's a great one because Pittman was being drafted this year in redraft below what he supplied last year with a broken back. So how does that make sense? We know that he was good.
That boy country strong. That's why.
We know that. And the only reason why he was getting scrutinized is because he didn't have the touchdowns, but he always was a 100 catch, 1,000-yard receiver with 3 or 4 tutties. So now his tutties are going up, and he's still looking freaking elite. I was in Pittman. I was drafting Pittman.
Yeah.
It was unsexy, and people didn't like it. And even when I was pushing the button, I was just I'm getting a good wide receiver 3 or 4, not even realizing the upside that he had shown us the previous years before he had a broken back. He's legit. Michael Pittman is a good wide receiver.
Yeah. He's looking pretty good. And that offense is just rolling, man. Best offense in the league, Slayton.
Yeah. Hey, if we're going to go ahead and go here, we might as well throw out Danny Dimes, too. Because I know that man wasn't drafted early.
Nobody drafted Daniel Jones.
Nobody. Yeah, no.
I don't even think people were drafting him in superflex leagues.
I mean, yeah, there's still some people out there that got him in superflex leagues. I have my
I don't play redraft superflex.
yeah.
I ain't wasting my time on that one. But
Oof.
bro, you're right.
Oof.
Like he's out here putting like solid QB1 numbers.
And same with Darnold.
Yeah. I think Darnold had a lot of speculation when he was leaving Minnesota if he was gonna be, if it was the system or what. But it looks like it really was just the Jets.
Right.
The Jets are just horrible. Look what they did to Justin Fields after he had such a phenomenal time in Pittsburgh.
And y'all wonder why I'm out on all Jets players always.
It's so hard because Brees Hall.
Terrible.
So hard.
Terrible out there. They just be wrecking people's careers. And I'm just like, man, oof.
It's the leadership there. But even all the late round draft picks that we've talked about, there's one that really just shines. Javonte Williams, Dallas Cowboys running back.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
Where did this come from?
Oh, dude, I've been hammering the damn table for this man forever. I bought him last year or the year before for a 105, and everybody thought I was absolutely nuts. They're like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? And like, I'm dead serious. And I took heat for a good year, and he didn't do so hot last year. And I'm like, you guys don't understand. When he comes back from injury, and it's been a full year, he is going to look good. And like, I thought he was going to end up staying with Sean Payton out there and be utilized more as a pass catching option. But to be honest with you, I couldn't be happier with him being moved to Dallas, where they utilize a workhorse running back, and they have given him ample amount of touches, amount of catches, whatever he wants to provide to that offense, they've let him do it. And I am just head over heels about, having tons of shares of him this season. So another one of those guys that I'm pounding the table about because it was another late round that I snagged up on.
They want to run the football in Dallas.
Oh yeah,
always have. I mean, Jerry's up there just thinking that this is like another Zeke Elliott. He's got another Emmitt Smith on his hand.
Yeah.
So Jerry can't stand to be wrong. He's still gonna flex.
Mm-hmm.
So much so that he's like, "Oh, you were in the market for a good pass rusher." Dumbass, you had one in the building that you let go on a rookie deal. Oh man. So that wraps it up for our fun our fun topics there. Let's get into the meat and potatoes. Let's talk about waivers. It's that time. Everybody's favorite topic. Who are the waivers that we're looking at this week? We've had some big performances, and some of these waiver ads, man, they're coming off the backs of some injuries of some guys ahead of them. As we talked about at the top of the show, Mr. Cam Scattaboo, Mr. Scat Pack himself, he's opened the door for Tyrone Tracy. I guess everybody's back in on Tyrone Tracy just out of necessity.
Mm-hmm.
So he's actually only owned in 38% of sleeper leagues.
That's wild to me because I feel like if you go into any of the leagues that I'm in, you won't find him anywhere.
Really? He's on probably 30% of waivers in combined for all my redraft leagues. So I did put bids on him, and hell yeah, if you can get freaking Tyrone Tracy right now, that's an RB2 that you're slotting in.
Yep.
Yeah, just out of basic necessity for sure. Another one who's got kind of a higher ownership. That's gonna be receiver Kayshon Boutte, Patriots wide receiver.
I've been in this for how many weeks now? Go pick this fucking man up. God.
He's good. He's good. He's only owning 54% of leagues. So in half your leagues, you got a 50-50 shot. He's either available or he's not. You should have listened to Slayton when he was telling you 54 weeks ago. But the thing is, Kayshon Boutte was a stud at LSU. Like, this kid was projected to be the first overall pick, and then LSU comes out his last year in college and just stinks it up. I mean, he has horrible quarterback play. Like this is before the Jaden Daniels stuff. Like he had horrible quarterback play, and he landed on the Patriots. Now look,
well, he had a really bad leg injury that he tried to come back on his senior year, and we could tell he wasn't right. And then he had some more things under the table. I forget what it was, whether it be gambling or something that pushed his draft stock even lower. And he had something on his, so he was red flagged. So that's why he dropped, because he didn't have a good senior year, and he had things coming out of college to where they didn't want to draft him. So I think it did take him a while to get over his injury. And then again, during the middle of this season, he kind of went on a drought when they played some tough defenses. He started off hot, and now he's kind of catching fire again. So I think he was dropped middle way through the season when he had a couple of his duds. But now
we just saw that with Isaiah Bond too.
Yeah,
Isaiah Bond got the same situation, except he was good in college. Like he didn't have a down year, nothing like that. He just had the legal stuff, and went undrafted, which was crazy. Which go get you Isaiah Bond in Dynasty if you can. Go throw like an early third or something, but he's gonna be good. All right, I know it's the Browns, but he's gonna be good. Moving on. So yeah, that was Kayshon Boutte, 54% owned in sleeper leagues. So he's either out there or he's not. One of the big ones is Troy Franklin. Troy Franklin is okay. What percentage y'all think he's owned in sleeper? I'll give you a clue. It's
35.
It's under 50%.
Yeah, 35%.
Okay, cheater. It's 34%. That was really good though. God, dog it. Did you really just guess at that?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
But the funny thing is I have picked him up in like 3 of my leagues like 2 weeks ago.
Me too. I picked him up and started him in place of 2 spots of Drake London, and then he freaking gave me like that 25-26 burger, and I was like, hallelujah, he probably scored more than Drake London was gonna. I love it. But that was easy. That was an easy start. Once I remember Sunday morning, they said Drake London was not going to play and everyone's scattering. So shit, I looked down on my phone. I'm like, okay, who am I going to replace him? I look at my bench. I don't like anyone. I look at waivers. Troy Franklin's there. They're going against Dallas. I'm like, how is this guy not being started right now on a 16 bye week? I picked him up and started him and freaking let alone. And I mean, the Broncos offense is kind of catching fire now. Bo Nix is actually looking better than he did the first couple games. And
anybody who's getting 18 targets in 2 games, like I want that guy.
Yeah. And you also like Kayshon Boutte. Troy Franklin was pretty good in college too. He fell in the draft a little bit, but we all knew that he had some talent. He was a Debbie guy, so yeah, he's good.
And he's a perfect guy.
Mm-hmm.
They went to school together. You know, they have that chemistry off the field too. So
and that's something you can't discount though. And in Dynasty, we look at that. We look at that relationship. Like we saw that with ETN and Trevor Lawrence. We knew like, okay, ETN is a safe bet. When everybody was selling ETN this offseason, I was buying because that as long as Trevor Lawrence is there, ETN is kind of protected because that's his guy. They paid Trevor Lawrence, so he's got a say in some of that offense, whether people think he does or not. When you get that kind of money, you have a kind of a vote, and his vote is keep my boy ETN. So sticking with the running back, so we got Quinshon Judkins is gonna miss a little time maybe. Y'all remember Dylan Sampson? Y'all remember week 1 and how phenomenal that was? So he's 13% of owned in sleeper leagues. So he's available, man. He's out there.
They're on a bye too, so he's not even going to be at the top of the projections when you're looking at your waivers. So you're going to have to scroll down and actually try to pick him up, which is actually better because the guys that aren't aware of that and they just scroll the top and be like, oh, this guy's going to be projected the most. I'll add him. So yeah, Dylan Sampson.
Don't be that guy.
No, Dylan Sampson's not a bad priority. They're on bye this week, like I said, and Junkins only has an AC sprain, but you never know. You always want to pick these guys up off speculation.
Well, with bye weeks, I mean, there's 3 big running backs out there missing. So Dylan Sampson might actually be a pretty good weekly fill-in, good spot start if you need. He shows he got hands. and we know the Browns are going to be playing from behind.
Mhm.
So Dylan Sampson is somebody that I think you should be going in, and he's a good spot start this week for me personally. I think.
They're on bye this week.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. You're right. We talked about that earlier too. So next, speaking of talking about it earlier, Cam Scatterbo being hurt. All right, and Tyron Tracy. So Tyron Tracy is somebody we're picking up pretty much out of necessity because he's probably going to be the running back the rest of the year. I mean, they got to run the ball at some point because Jackson Dart can't do it all himself. I mean, I guess he could, but you don't want him to, especially if you want a future there. But 38% owned in sleeper leagues. What are we thinking about Tyrone Tracy?
Yeah, we're picking him up. He's the number one priority out of this week for sure.
Yeah.
All right. So somebody who's actually been doing really good on a very underperforming team. That's Shamir Dyke or DK or however you want to say his name. I'm just gonna call him Dyke. But I mean, I'm gonna say how it's spelled, Dike. Tennessee Titans wide receiver. How are we feeling about this young man? With really, they're just a horrible team, but they're always down. They're always trailing, so they're gonna have to throw the ball to catch up.
I'm picking him up.
I'm not interested.
No.
No. I think you have better options out there. I'd much rather go try to get me some like Trey Benson or somebody before I try to get him.
Well, of course, but he's got you 32 points in the past 2 weeks, though.
Yeah, I agree. It looks like Io Menor start off hot, but he's not it. It looks like he's kind of fizzling out, and then DK is running primarily out of the slot, and he had a good 40 time. He's got some athleticism. He's freaking fast, and he actually kind of passes the eye test on the field a little bit. I was watching Red Zone, and it showed some of his big plays, and he doesn't look like a normal scrub out there. He's actually got like a decent looking wide receiver body for a slot player, and he's fast, and Cam Ward's chucking the ball everywhere. Don't get me wrong, like Slayton said, you want to be adding Franklin, you want to be adding these guys, but if you are beat in your fab, you should be putting a lower fab amount on DK just to pick him up. If you miss out on these other guys, he's not a bad speculative ad.
Yeah, definitely be watching the waivers after waivers process. If hey, he didn't get picked up, like you go grab him right then and there. Once they become a free agent, go grab him.
Yeah,
if you missed out on like a Troy Franklin for sure.
Exactly.
So Pacheco, we saw last night as we do the show on Tuesday, Monday Night Football. Pacheco went out, but he kind of came back in. Kind of didn't. He really wasn't the same. He has an MCL sprain, so we don't know how long that's going to be. Could be a week, could be longer. Man, we saw what Kareem Hunt can do last night. He actually looked like the old Kareem Hunt a little bit. I mean, he wasn't breaking off runs, but they were using him in the red zone. He was getting touchdowns. What do we think about Kareem Hunt? Is he worth like a stash? I don't think he would be a priority, but is he worth a stash?
Yeah, I'd be picking him up for sure. I'd be picking him up over DK.
I think if you need running back help, though, for sure.
Hell yeah, Kareem Hunt. I saw today that it's an MCL, and those things linger. Yeah, he's going to be out 1 to 3 weeks at least, and then when he comes back, he's not going to have full juice. And we saw what they did with Kareem Hunt when Pacheco went down last year. He's the workhorse. He gets more work
alive during postseason.
Yeah, he gets more work than if Pacheco is there, and he's not. He's going to be getting probably 60% of touches. And again, if Brashard Smith is there, you want to pick him up. My only question is, are they going to activate Elijah Mitchell? Possibly.
I don't know, man. I was kind of hoping Brashard Smith would get some play, but, man, he didn't really get much. I don't understand that. Brashard Smith is pretty decent.
I think Hunt's going to fill in, and he's going to be the 1-2 down grinder. And I think Brashard Smith is going to get more snaps than he was with the two involved. So I think Brashard Smith's going to be interesting on shootouts. I think he's going to get a little more run, and we're going to see what this kid can do.
Yeah, that'll be exciting to see.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, so here's one. It's not. He's owned in 70% of sleeper leagues, but I feel like if if you're in a league where somebody dropped him because he had a couple bad weeks, I think RJ Harvey, if he's available, he shouldn't be available in your league. All right, he's only available in 30% of leagues. He's owned in 70. But if by chance you're in one of those leagues where RJ Harvey got dropped last week, go get him, because if Dobbins goes down, RJ Harvey, I mean, you lock him in as one of your starting RBs on your team.
Mhm. Yeah, he's your ultimate handcuff contingency play. I'm not starting him if Dobbins is active and healthy at all, because that 3 touchdown games was just a mulligan. But I have RJ Harvey on a lot of my benches just for an extreme handcuff right away, RB1, RB2, right away leeway.
As far as handcuffs go, I mean, RJ Harvey's a pretty good one, I think.
Him and Blake Corum, I think, are the best handcuffs right now.
Yeah. I mean, because we can't really count David Montgomery as a handcuff.
No,
He's like a 1A, 1B.
He's got standalone value.
Yeah. So you can't do that in that offense. So there you have it, everybody. Those are our waivers and our spot starts going into week 9. So if you have those guys available, go ahead and get them on your waivers. Put in that ad, put in that fab, whatever your system is. Go ahead and do that, and go ahead and win your week. We talked about our bye weeks. We'll hit it one more time. This week we got the Browns, the Jets, the Eagles, and the Bucks. So you're missing Quinshon Judkins and Dylan Sampson if you're picking them up. With the Jets, you're missing Breece Hall, and we all know Braylon Allen's still on IR. With the Eagles, you're missing Saquon Barkley, and nobody was even, everybody's kind of dropping because that's not going to happen anymore. Sorry, everybody. And the Buccaneers, so whatever running back you're starting for there, because I think Bucky is hurt, but who knows? He may come back sooner rather than later. So let's transition over to our starts of the week. So, tell you what, let's look at our matchups. And we will start with the Thursday night game. So, Thursday night, we've got the Ravens and the Dolphins. We'll go real quick. We'll get a couple players from each team that we're starting and a couple that we're sitting. Ravens versus Dolphins. I don't know how the Ravens are 2-5. Who are we excited to start in this matchup?
All your studs. It's going to be a good game. You're going to start Lamar. You're going to start Derrick Henry. You're going to start Flowers is going to get some run now that Lamar's going, so he's good. And then your typical Dolphins, you're starting Achane, you're starting Waddle, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way to go against that. I'm excited to see this offense back with Lamar.
Me too.
They have been hurting without Lamar Jackson, and that goes to show, like, whatever dollar amount Lamar Jackson asks for, you pay him.
Mm-hmm.
You're 2-5 right now, so you got to pay and keep Lamar Jackson no matter what he wants. Slayton. So we got Texans, Broncos. All right, it's in Houston. Who's your fire up player? Texans versus Broncos.
Oh man, that one's rough for me.
I got you.
I mean, I'd probably throw Dobbins in there for my fire up player, but other than that, maybe Woody Marks. I'm not interested in the wide receivers. I don't know if Nico's going to play or if he's back. If Nico's back, I'll start him, but if he's not, I'm not interested in any of those wide receivers there. And then I'm not extremely interested in Cortland Sutton either going against Derek Stingley.
That Texans defense has been really good this year.
Yeah, they're
really,
like
really good.
2 in defense as far as like defenses goes.
I think if you go and you get Troy Franklin, like we talked about in the waiver segment, that he's going to pay off for you this week, because they're going to have to throw the ball, because that Texans defense is just, I think they're going to probably hold Dobbins in a little bit of check.
I think it's going to be ugly game because both defenses are pretty good. So I'm kind of forecasting it being a little low scoring.
Yeah, one of those like 21-13 type of games.
Mm-hmm. Surtain is out though for about 4 weeks. He injured his pec, so he is gonna. They're gonna have to, or the Broncos' pass defense is gonna be down a little bit because Surtain's one of those guys that moves the needle on the top 3 freaking DBs of the whole league. So Nico probably isn't a bad start, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, if he is going,
Yeah.
All right. So I didn't want to. I guess I'll go Colts Steelers. All right. So Colts Steelers. We know that the Colts offense has just been ripping and running, but the Steelers defense is nothing to scoff at.
it's bad.
We know historically the Steelers. So they just added what's his name from the Patriots, the safety. What is his dang name? Anyways, whatever. So they're bringing in extra help. They're making trades a couple of weeks before the deadline because they know, hey, they've got this. They're 4-3 right now, so their hopes are still alive. But I'm not feeling comfortable about really any Steelers. The Colts defense has been pretty dang impressive, which is weird because their secondary has been very hurt. But that doesn't mean that DK Metcalf is not a pure animal. So that's really like the only offensive player on the Steelers that I'm wanting to play is DK Metcalf.
Pretty much.
I mean, as far as the Colts go,
fire them all up.
Gosh, I mean, yeah, take your pick. I mean, they haven't showed you yet that you shouldn't. So
I'm even contemplating starting Downs in a flex this week too, if you need help.
I don't know how you argue against that though.
Yeah.
The Colts are just rolling. You got to roll with them until they show you can't. Bears Bengals. So this should be pretty interesting. Bengals defense is horrible. They just lost Trey Hendrickson to a hip injury. So the Bears, how are we feeling about the Bears against a broken Bengals defense, which already was bad with Trey Hendrickson, and now
say Rome Swift, both are going to have a big game. A little bit shaky about DJ Moore. I don't know if he's still shaking around an injury, but he's not looked fantastic, that's for sure. But I think Bengals have a wide open defense to where you can throw on them. So I think Rome's definitely going to have a big day. Bengals, I would fire up all your Bengals too. I mean, to be honest with you, the Bears defense is good, but it's not like fantastic, you know?
Yeah.
It's a middle of the pack defense that, like you can score on and you have the weapons to do so. So as long as Flacco plays and he's not hurt, we're good to go.
So moving on to our next one, Vikings Lions. They're in Detroit. The Vikings are actually out Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz is not going to be playing. He's got a shoulder surgery and he's done for the season. So they're forced to bring back J.J. McCarthy, who had an ankle injury, but yet he was jumping up and down on the sidelines. So, okay, BS Minnesota. How are we feeling about this? We just think the Lions are just going to destroy them, or what are we thinking here?
Yep. But I mean, that's good for the pass catchers in Minnesota. So hopefully Jets has a big game. And I mean, you got to start Addison for what he's doing until he proves you wrong. But we'll see what JJ can start mustering up to see if he can prove it or not.
Yeah, I mean, division game, it's going to be intense.
Mm-hmm.
JJ's got the man up. It's like, look, I know you got a pass last year because you were hurt, but this is your time to shine right now. Like, you go out here and you put a good performance up against the Lions, like you're cementing your spot as the franchise quarterback maybe in the future.
I'm sitting Jordan Mason though. I don't think I'm playing him. Aaron Jones probably is a flex because they're going to be behind, so he's the pass catcher. But that's about it.
Yeah.
Panthers, the 4-4 Panthers. Let me show some respect. against the Packers. The 5-1-1 because ties are disgusting. Should never happen in sport. Panthers Packers. All right, they're in Lambeau. It's not gonna be cold. It's like 48 degrees. It ain't bad for Lambeau standards.
All right. So we got Jacobs, we got Tucker. In the story.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, huh?
In the story.
Okay. All right. You think the Packers is gonna run away with it and they're gonna have to run the ball or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a pretty lopsided game, I would assume.
Okay.
I'm starting Rico though. I heard under some smoke that they're relegating Chuba to RB2 and they're gonna start firing up Dowdle more because he's proven that he's the better running back. So I think Dowdle is worth a start.
Yeah. I mean that I don't know how you they pretty much like alternated series with them.
There's defense, though. I'll be honest there.
Yeah, they have a good front. I mean, you got Parsons.
See.
Yeah. I'm starting the Packers D in a lot of places.
Yeah. Yeah, this shouldn't even be close. The Packers should destroy him. And that's even if Bryce Young comes back and plays. But he's still day to day. Titans Chargers. This is an easy one. I feel like it's start lad. Like just start all your Chargers really. Because the Titans are gonna roll over.
Is Kamani Vidal going to have another big ass freaking 100-yard game?
Probably not.
I don't know.
I think that might be a little fool's gold there, but we'll see.
Yeah. Titans. I mean, we said go ahead and add Shamir DK, so I guess you play him because they're going to be playing from behind. See, Gunnar Helm got him one. Gunnar Helm finally got him one. I'm so happy.
Yep.
I want Gunnar Helm to be good so bad. Not because I have him in dynasties, but like I just think he's a good tight end. That could be a massive weapon.
He's going to be all right. They're looking to trade Chiggy because they like Gunnar Helm.
Hey, there we go. Go grab you some Gunnar Helm right now in dynasty leagues before it's too late. Falcons Patriots. We'll roll through these last ones real quick. I know we're trying to get out of here. Falcons Patriots.
We're firing up Drake May, the show, Bijan.
Of course, yeah.
Yep. I'm a little bit hesitant on Drake London, but I'll probably fire him up too.
How are we feeling about Travion Henderson?
Not yet.
We panicking or we patient?
I'm fucking sitting him on my bench, dude.
Yeah,
I think in redraft,
patience.
I've already cut him off one team in redraft.
Really? Dang, that's crazy. I don't believe that if Ramondre goes down, they're going to give him the lion's share of the duties. It seems like he's buried this year, so I don't know what's going on with that.
Now in Dynasty, I still like him, but I think it's a Josh McDaniels thing.
Yeah, me too.
What's going on with that?
Josh McDaniels is a cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, he still keeps getting jobs. I don't get it.
Yeah.
So 49ers Giants with no Cam Scatterbo and no Malik Neighbors.
Hey, I'm firing up Jackson Dart though with confidence, with authority, son. With authority, dude.
Because he's gonna have to do it all himself.
Yeah. He's been a great flex play as far as like super flex or 2 QB. He's been awesome. So I would love to have me some shares. Granted, I wouldn't fire him up in a single QB league unless you have to. But I think he is a great fire up for a super flex league. Wandale Robinson, I would probably throw him in a couple flex plays if I'm being honest with you. He's showed that he's kind of their serviceable weapon there that gets kind of the garbage time targets. So I wouldn't be too worried about throwing Wandale Robinson in there.
Guess who? Fun nugget. Guess who they brought in for a visit today for wide receiver tryouts? The Giants.
Oh God.
What school did they go to?
He's been on 6 teams in the last, I can't tell you how many. No, he was once a 100 catch guy, and he was a former Steeler.
Oh yeah, Deontay Johnson.
We're bringing in Deontay Johnson. Let's
Hey.
go.
Can't get any worse, I guess.
Stop it.
Which is crazy. Deontay Johnson at one point was like a big like dynasty darling.
He was one of the best wide receivers in the league for a couple years with his reception perception. He was getting open at will, and then I think he just started taking the crazy pills or something. But they brought him in. I'm going to add him in dynasty in a couple of freaking 30-man rosters. We'll see.
Yeah, the Steelers are good about that, though. You got to think like Mike Wallace just faded. Antonio Brown, he left, went crazy. Deontay Johnson fell off.
Pickens, all of them. They just draft them. They get like 2 solid years out of them. And then who's that other the Mapletron guy, the Canada guy that was that one guy? What's his name?
Maple guy.
Mapletron. He was from Canada and he was like 6'5", 6'6", and he had one good season. He had like 10, 11 touchdowns, and he was for the Steelers.
Wide receiver?
Yeah. Slayton knows who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what his damn name was.
I can't think of his name either. I tried to buy him in Dynasty for a first after his first year, and the owner said, no, this guy's going to be amazing, and then he just fell off of a tree.
Steelers. Let's see who this is. Maple. Chase Claypool?
Chase Claypool.
I remember him.
Chase Claypool, another Steelers Debbie Darling. Anyway, sorry, continue.
Yeah, he had a boom season, and then I remember the owner, one of the dynasty leagues you and I are in, the owner he wouldn't sell him. He wanted way too much, and then
gone.
Yeah, right. But then he gives me two first-round picks for Antonio Gibson after his big year.
Right.
Oof.
Nice.
Oof, dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I ran to the bank to deposit that money real quick.
Yeah. I got a guy, I think it was 2 seasons for like 3 firsts and a dynasty premium for Mark Andrews. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I had to get my lick
Yeah,
back
you're feeling good about that. You're feeling really good about that. Gosh, how do you sleep at night? That was robbery. That was good though. Let's see. Jaguars, Raiders. You might be able to start Ashton Genty against the Jaguars.
Hey, Travis. Let's
Yeah.
this week.
Travis Hunter, this is we're gonna see if he plays. Is he playing over 80% snaps? That's the main question.
Yes, he played 90%
Yes.
last week.
Yes. So I think they're ramping him up. So this is like the true test because I think they're coming out of a bye, right?
Yeah.
They're coming out of a bye, and his previous 2 games before that, he had over 80% routes run for the offense, which he was never at that total. He was around the 60s. He was jumping down to the 40s. I think they're transitioning him to be the wide receiver. I think they're getting fed up with freaking Brian Thomas's little scared bullshit in the middle. So I don't know.
What the hell's going on with him? I don't know if
So
it's slow.
Diana Rossini reported that Brian Thomas Jr. Like they were receiving calls and all that stuff like that about him. Like they were having like open conversations about trading Brian Thomas Jr. But then the Jaguars come out and they say, no, this is not true. We are not trading Brian Thomas Jr. So, and I mean, Rossini's not like an insider, you know, like a Schefter or anybody like that, but she's not a nobody. She's been around long enough. She knows people. I feel like she wouldn't put this out there if it wasn't true.
They were fielding calls for sure, but you're not going to let a talent like that go for less than a first and a second. I'm pretty sure teams aren't willing to pay that. I'm pretty sure they're probably fielding some calls though, because I think he's got a little prima donna stuff in the background that they're not too happy about.
Yeah, it's not it's not looking great right now. But yeah, Travis Hunter, fire him up. I'm starting him in every redraft league that I need to. Let's see here. So Saints. All right. So the Saints, big news for the
Yeah.
Saints. They are actually going away from Spencer Rattler, and they are going to Tyler Shuck.
Yeah.
Somebody who I think can be decent, but I'm scared for Chris Olave and Alvin Kamara. Like, I still love the talent of Chris Olave.
They're going to have to force feed him. They're going to be playing from behind. So
against the Rams.
If you're saying that he's a better option than Spencer Rattler, then you would think that they're probably going to do better. But at the same time, he sat behind Spencer Rattler for 7 weeks, dude. 8 weeks. Like, that tells you how good this cat is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's bad out there.
So, okay, so Kellen Moore, the Saints are 1-7. They have nothing left to prove. They're not winning. They're not making the playoff, right? Their season's pretty much over.
Throw this bum in there and see if he can throw the ball.
Yeah. Pundagoon says, "What a mistake for the Saints."
Yeah,
I guess I guess you're liking that. Liking that Spencer Rattler.
They they took Shah in the early second round of the freaking NFL draft. Like, are you kidding me? That you waste that draft capital on Tyler Shah, and then he's not even good enough to play. I don't know. I just have a lot of Olave, so I'm kind of scared because I know at least Rattler had rapport with Olave. We'll see. Spencer Rattler, franchise QB. Oh,
Spencer Rattler, high school QB.
Man.
So if I'm the Saints, if I'm Kellen Moore, I'm looking at this as an opportunity to say, okay, we did spend the draft capital on Tyler Shuck. We have Devin Neal. We drafted him. Devin Neal was amazing at Kentucky, like awesome. And you have Chris Olave. So
didn't he go?
I can't. I'm sorry. What did I say? I said
Kentucky.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant Kansas.
Yeah, no.
So,
I hate Kansas. So I wanted to make sure that we got that for the record there for us.
So if I'm the Saints and I'm Kellen Moore, I'm trying to see what I have in these young guys. You know your season's over with. So at this point, just roll it out there and let's see what happens. So we might actually see a lot of Devin Neal, a lot of Tyler Shuck, and we might see Tyler Shuck just chunk it. I mean, because you're gonna be there. They spent a second round pick on you. It's not like they're gonna cut you next year. But I don't know. Against the Rams, this is a tough first time go.
So do you think Alvin Kamara still gets traded?
No.
No, because he's talking about sipping mojitos or margaritas or pina coladas or whatever it was on a beach if he gets traded. So, I mean, if you're Alvin Kamara, like, look, I get it. You're a Saint, man. I get it. That's your team, all that, but you're not winning.
He's been there through it all, though. He's been there through it all, and like,
bro, he had Drew Brees his whole career. What are you talking about? Through it all, through all the good times that they've had 0 bad times with Drew Brees. 0.
I mean, he's had some bad times over the last 5 years.
Since Drew's been gone. Yeah. I mean, no, he has done well with Derek Carr. He has. The team hasn't done great.
Yeah.
But
at the same time, like, why ruin your reputation when he was a franchise guy coming out? He bled gold and black from the start. Like, why would you go away? It's like Jordan going somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he did go somewhere else. He went to the Wizards.
I mean, yeah. But I'm saying, like, it would be like, you know, one of your franchise players that you...
Even Emmitt Smith went to the Cardinals.
Still.
I'm just saying, if I'm Alvin Kamara, like, okay, you've got limited time left. You want a ring to solidify you being one of the best of all time. Because, like, look, rings matter. Whether people want to say they don't or not, they do or not, like, rings matter. And Alvin Kamara don't have one.
Florida, don't call me.
We do what?
Unless I'm going to Florida, don't call me.
So while we're on the topic, best landing spot for Alvin Kamara.
I mean, the Saints. I mean, for him, I would be going to Florida and not paying a single dime in fucking taxes. What are we talking about?
Texas, baby, God's country.
I think Father Time's kind of catching up to one of the best running backs of all time. So I'm kind of sad on it, but
I mean, he's got his roots there and his family's there. Like, why uproot them? You know, like, it just doesn't make sense to me.
They have 6-month leases on apartments.
He's gonna retire a Saint.
Yeah, he's gonna retire a Saint.
I believe that. I believe that. I just think it'd be fun to see like where Alvin Kamara would be best to land.
The Chiefs, but we'll go on.
Well, I don't think you're alone in that. It looks like Pundagoon still he thinks the Chiefs also. So
Yeah.
which he would, because with his catching ability, he fits in perfect there.
I want Brees to go to the Chiefs now with Pacheco out, but the Chiefs are just every single year, everyone wish casts every single player, whether it be wide receiver, running back, tight end. It'd be so great if the Chiefs traded for this guy. It'd be so great if the Chiefs drafted this guy. It's
Don't
like
give
this
Thanos any more Infinity Stones.
They never do, though. They always just go with their script. So it's like they're not. I don't even see them adding any running back.
The Chiefs could start 0 players on offense and they would still score a touchdown somehow. Because they would get holding. They would get pass interference. Like, hold on,
The refs.
How'd that happen? Yeah, the refs.
The refs.
That's all it is.
Thugs for him, you know.
That's exactly what it is. That leads us into Chiefs Bills, man. We get that big rematch. That's been a big rivalry now. Josh Allen versus Patrick Mahomes.
Is that a primetime game, or is that just on the
Not
slate?
at all.
No.
That's a 3. How is this not a primetime game?
So is that the first slate of games, the 10 o'clock games?
No, this is
Afternoon?
10 o'clock West Coast guy. No, this is the second.
This is the 12 o'clock games, brother.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, for you, yeah. He said 10 o'clock. I feel wrong drinking beer at 10 o'clock.
No kidding.
But
Yeah.
no, this is 325.
That's
Chiefs
gonna be
Bills. They're
I can't
in
wait.
Orchard Park, so they're in New York.
I can't wait. That's going to be a great game.
Yeah. This is the afternoon game I'm going to be watching for sure.
I'm firing up Rashid Rice.
Oh yeah, you can tell they've been missing him.
Yeah. 100%. That whole offense just came alive now.
Justin, I told you, I freaking told you, Justin was trying to buy Rashid Rice off me, and everyone's trying to buy Rashid Rice off me because I have him in our primetime league, and I have the number 1 team in that. Everyone's trying to buy Rashid Rice. They're going, well, he's out, he's suspended. I'll give you a first for him. First is great value. I'm like, you guys don't understand. I'm treating Rashid Rice like he is a wide receiver 5, 6, or 7. He is right by Amon-Ra, St. Brown, all those guys. And they're like, you're crazy. That's not right. That's not where he is on keep trade cut.
I don't use keep trade cut just to be. I don't use that garbage.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, in my estimation, he was going to do what he's doing right now, and I'm happy to see it.
Yeah.
Oh, you were 100% right on that. Like, you were right to hold. You were right on that. I was just trying to buy low.
Yeah,
on Rashid Rice. I mean, I feel like if you're not trying to do that, like, what do you're not playing Dynasty correctly.
And they
You're not
weren't
playing
even
fantasy.
buy lows. Is the thing is, like, I was getting offered firsts and seconds and a player, and I'm still was like, no, I'm keeping this dude. You have to overwhelm me because of the talent he's going to provide. So
Yeah, I mean, his first week back, he gets you 23 points. His second week back, he gets you 25 points. I mean, they're using him all over the field, man.
stay healthy, Rashid. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, no shit.
And call an Uber.
Yeah.
Call an Uber. They have free ride service in the NFL.
I know. I don't understand that.
Dude, I have a league with him and Emeka Ibuka. I'm like, fuck, dude.
Well, that incident is going to cost him a lot of money when it comes time for him to negotiate his contract.
Mhm.
Because then now, bro, you've got that mark against you to say, well, hey, you did this. We got to protect ourselves. We're not going to give you this kind of money because you might do it again.
Him and Addison are dummies. They freaking are messed up off of the field. They fuck up repeatedly. So they kind of draw some red flags, but you got to play them when they're playing.
Yeah, I mean, these are they don't have anybody like who on the Chiefs is taking them under their wing. You gonna listen to Travis Kelce? No, that kid's a 5-year-old kid. Like mentally, he's 5 years old. Patrick Mahomes, like
Kermit.
no. Patrick Mahomes got bigger problems to worry about. He got to worry about his little brother out there getting in trouble, and he's got to worry about his wife with them crazy eyes. Like, no, Patrick Mahomes worried about other things.
With them crazy ass.
Hey, whatever, bro. Like, that's a you problem, not a me problem. Man, so that's gonna be a fun game to watch. I think that's gonna be a high scoring game. It's gonna be a battle. I think as much as the Bills forget they have pass catchers, I think Khalil Shakir is gonna eat in this game. We might actually see an emergence, a rare sighting of Keon Coleman. Maybe.
Would you guys trade a second for Khalil Shakir right now?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, just checking.
Here.
Yeah, if you get that, take Shakir. All right, so our Sunday night game, we're looking at Seahawks and Washington. I will not call them the C word, but Seahawks and Washington.
Yuck.
That's with Jaden Daniels back. Should be back.
Supposedly.
Marcus Mariota, that was a rough game to watch. That was really bad. But Sam Darnold's been rolling, still been doing good. JSN, obviously, we know it's just been awesome, leading the league in receiving yards. So the Seattle offense, we're not worried about. Like between the Kenneth Walker, Zach Charbonnet tandem they got going on there, I don't know what's going on with that drama. I don't know how are we feeling about the running backs in Seattle?
You can't start him. I'm not starting Walker. I've had Walker on my bench in a redraft league for the last 6 weeks.
Yeah, it sucks because he's the best running back on that team. But for some reason, they don't want to. I don't know. Did he say something wrong? Did he cut somebody? I don't know what's going on. But Kenneth Walker's not getting any play.
They're using him correctly. They're using him to get some big plays. He's not getting hurt. He gets hurt every year, but he's only getting about 12 touches. So he's sustaining, and they're getting him for the big plays in between the 20s. And then they bring Charbonnet in to abuse or get the brunt when Kenneth Walker can't hold up in those spots. I think they're using both of them well. It doesn't help us in fantasy, but it's helping them in the NFL football team.
Mm-hmm.
You're obviously firing up JSN. You're firing up Sam Darnold if you don't have a better option. But honestly, I don't think Sam Darnold's that bad.
No,
I think I'm going to stream them in a couple leagues this week.
I have. And who's the other guy that I got that I've been starting between him and oh gosh, dang it. I'm drawing a blank right now, but yeah, I have him and one other guy that I've been bouncing between, and they're both like, middling QBs. And they've been great for just like flopping back and forth and doing the spot.
Playing the matchup, yeah.
And it's been phenomenal. They've got me pretty far in this league so far with them two just running back and forth.
I mean, if Darnold's available, because you got to think you're missing Jalen Hurts this week and you're missing Baker Mayfield this week.
Uh-huh.
So if Sam Darnold's available, bro, go. That's a good spot start. I feel like.
Yeah.
Go get you Sam Darnold. So as far as Washington goes, I mean, I guess you have to play Jaden Daniels because you drafted him high, but.
It's a good defense. It's kind of scary, but yeah, you got to start him. But the Seattle defense is gnarly. It's kind of scary. You can't play anyone else. Like I'm not playing Debo. I might be streaming Ertz because he might be the only option for Daniels. But other than that, I think Terry is hurt. We don't even know if he's going to play.
I don't know. Terry looked decent.
He hurt his quad again.
Something about this offense is not the same offense we saw last year. This isn't the same offense that we were like, oh, NFC Championship, all that stuff. This isn't the same people. I don't know what's going on. I mean, it's the same people, but this isn't the same like mentality. This isn't. I don't know what's going on there or what changed. But the Seattle Seahawks should definitely roll this team.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, probably play their defense too. But Monday Night Football to close us out. We got Arizona Cardinals traveling to Texas, Big D, and the Cowboys.
Oh, all right. I'll take that. At least we get to watch the Cowboys on Monday night.
Whoa, dude.
Yeah. I mean, Cowboys are going to.
You want to watch the Cowboys on Monday night?
Yeah, I like watching high-octane offenses where there's going to be fantasy points, and we all have Ferguson, we have Lamb, we have Pickens, we have Javonte, Dak.
You do have all their offensive weapons. You are right.
Yeah. like that Sunday night game is going to be more gross to just watch. Like I guarantee if it's out of wax, we're all going to turn it off. Whereas we'll still watch the Monday night game.
Yeah, I'll fall asleep.
Yeah, this should be a belt to ass situation here. This should be Cowboys just dominating the Cardinals. I wouldn't feel comfortable. I mean, okay. Are we starting? Who are we starting for the car?
Trey McBride.
Trey McBride. That's about it. But I
You
feel
could
like the Cowboys going to game plan Trey McBride.
You could flex Bam Knight, but only if you need to. Only if you need to. I'm not. Marv, are we starting? I think Marv might not be a bad start if they are playing from behind. But
Vegas has this line pretty high, man.
Is it really?
54.5.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
They've got
and Dallas at 2.5.
I'm wondering if Kyler's going to come back with a fire under his ass because Jacoby's been freaking playing out of his mind and actually making that Cardinals offense look good.
Because Jacoby Brissett is a better passer.
Exactly.
Like yeah, Kyler Murray can run around because he can run between the defensive tackle's legs.
Freaking Trey McBride's been the tight end one, just dominating with Jacoby Brissett.
Oh yeah. I mean, I know you paid Kyler Murray. I know he's your franchise quarterback and all this all that, but if you're 2-5, if you have any hopes and dreams of winning games, I feel like you stick with Jacoby Brissett.
Mm-hmm.
But I know for fantasy, we want Jacoby Brissett because we want Marv, we want Trey, like we want those guys.
Yep.
But yeah, this should be a belt to ass situation. Cowboys over the Cardinals, I think. But 54.5 points. That's a lot. If Vegas is doing that, I might look into that one, man.
Yeah.
You know, Jerry. If Jerry's involved, there's gonna be some money to be made somewhere. All right, so that is it, everybody. We have talked about who we like to start. Some good spot starts this week. So go ahead and check out those waiver wires. See who's available. If you have a chance, go ahead and hit that notification bell. We will be back Sunday morning, 11 a.m. getting you ready. Your game day roster questions, game time decisions, all that stuff. You'll always have me. Sometimes Snipes will be here. Sometimes Mick Lipper will be here. But before you go ahead and hit that subscribe button because as you see at the bottom on the ticker there, we are giving away a free jersey once we hit 200 subscribers. We are over 100. We're on our way to 200. We're keeping it rolling, but go ahead and hit that. Fellas, we got any last thoughts before we roll out of here for this evening?
Not really. It seems like kind of a down week in fantasy this week. It's just matchups and stuff, but we'll see. It's getting to the nitty gritty to where there's a lot of teams that are 4-5, 5-4, or 3-5, and it's like crunch time now, whether you're going to be a playoff team or not.
Yeah, that all them bye weeks and everything that we had last week, that was ugly. So I'm glad that that's over with. I don't think we have another week coming up that's going to be that bad.
No.
So this is pretty good for everybody.
I think the next worst one that we have is 12.
Well, how many? Let's see, how many's going to be on that one? That's interesting.
I think we got 4 this week, 4 next week, and then it dies down a little bit, and then Slayton's right. There's one more week where it's a decent one.
12 or 14. One of those weeks.
Well, yeah, 12 is 4. 12 is 4,
But what are the teams in 12?
What's the what? The teams
Broncos.
For week 12, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, Broncos, Dolphins, Chargers, and Washington.
That's substantial. That's a lot of good players out. Week 12 is going to be hard.
Just all the more reason to keep coming back to Kingmaker Sports every Tuesday evening at 9:30 p.m. Central Standard Time and 11 a.m. on Sunday mornings Central Standard Time, getting you ready for your game. Without further ado, for everybody here at Kingmaker Sports, Snipes by Slate, Big Mick Lipper, and myself, we appreciate you watching, and we look forward to seeing you again. Let's go get that W.
W.